Hiya Becky, good session of the day, hope you found it helpful. Just going to run through the couple of things that we discussed there in the setup. Firstly, in terms of the grip position, this was obviously key in terms of the swing move we were trying to create every single time. I would try to get in that situation where you hold the club first in your left hand like so, as you can on the left hand side, with that club kind of situated across a diagonal, kind of following the direction your thumb would naturally point. So we're getting the club in the fingers, making sure we can see two knuckles there of the left hand. And if you do that, it helps you when you're in this position to start with. When you get back to sort of setup position, you can actually hinge the wrists up to the club now with the shaft like so. We can actually hinge the wrist up in this direction. That's going to make it a lot easier now for the club in the backswing to start working more upright, and therefore when the club was swinging more upright, we could get down to the ground. If you look at the right hand one, in terms of the setup, very good setup there in terms of posture, everything else looking down the line. But because of that grip position, not able to hinge the wrist up because of the club going back now, and the arms at this position now sort of swinging across the body, the club getting very flat, and the club very much stuck behind you. The angle of the golf club here now at this position, just a little bit too flat on that position. So when you come back to the golf ball, you have to try and make some sort of adjustment down and drop. If you drop into the golf ball nicely, you may hit a reasonable shot, but more often than not, you're going to catch the top of the golf ball and scuttle the ball into the screen there. So in terms of the movement now on the left hand side, if we watch as that club goes back, now if I'm honest, the swing's a little bit kind of lacking the rotation that you had with some of the swings, but in terms of the angle you create, you can see here now as that club goes back, that wrist hinge now, because of that better grip, you're able to hinge that wrist up, and you see the club now swinging on a more vertical angle. The club now pointing down towards that golf ball. So when you come back to the golf ball, it's a lot easier if you just swing that golf club back down, strike the ground, and that ball flying up in the air. As we saw about 10, 12 of those shots, 9 of those shots of those 27 you hit, clearing that water over sort of 70 yards was a very, very impressive shot. So if we can work on that grip position, it'll make it a lot easier for you to hinge the wrists and get that club working up. If we can get a little bit of rotation in with that body, combined with that wrist hinge, then we can get a good full movement through, swinging through on that left side you do in this image. And as I said, that ball flying up in the air, clearing over the water. So I hope that all makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.